Hey everyone! GameGoddessFee here. Alright, so happy Saturday, you guys. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Hey, how's it going? How you doing today? Alright, so what's wrong with you? Anyway, I have my boy. All right, hey Gang Clean 81, how's it going? All right, Caliphate, I am great today. I'm doing fine. Yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and I said Monday, but look, I don't know why I was forgot about Saturday, but anyway, yeah, I guess we can finish this case tonight. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy and thank you for watching. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Y'all ready? Are you ready? Where is the game sound at? I'm like, really? Hold on, y'all. Make sure that's done. All right, just a fair warning, when both of our mics are open, you'll hear that echo. I've been trying to fix it, but like now, I unmuted his mic, so you may hear an echo. I apologize for it. But yeah. But I control it on my end, so I keep putting his mic on mute as we talk. But thank you all for your patience. I'm still working on it, but I appreciate it. So let's go. Turn on that switch. This the switch. Really? Really? You talking about to turn it up? You should take your time. Thank you, Caliphate. I appreciate it. I've been trying to control it on my end, but we'll see. But yeah, we have Ace Attorney Apollo Justice, episode 5, Turnabout for tomorrow. Trial day 1, the final battle. All right, so okay, let's go. December 20th, 5:27 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. What you doing to the mic? No. Let us now reconvene.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has never been more ready. You know, this is the first time we've been at the defense bench together since I debuted. Now that you mention it, although back then, I thought you were more loud than you were reliable. You've really come a long way since then, Apollo. You've grown a lot. Well, there have been some hiccups, but I guess I've done pretty well. He's still got that ego of his, though.
Prosecutor Blackwell, with the 7-year mistake now resolved, you can finally take your rightful place. Yes, I guess we can keep the chit chat for later. Hi, Blackwell. Hi, Blackwell. Bailiff, please bring in the witness immediately.
Even with those handcuffs off, Prosecutor Blackwell seems to be pretty much the same. 7 years of grumpiness doesn't go away so easily, I guess. There he is. Whoop, Bobby Fulbright here. I heard I was needed on the stand, so here I am.
He don't know what's going on.
No.
He said, I think my obsession with Edgeworth and Black Quill are unhealthy. Those are your two. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I don't know if she'll still playing. Who is that? Godot? Godot was pretty good as well. When you play Ace Attorney on in the game.
Coffee Merchant, that's his name.
Detective Fulbright, do you know why you have been called to give Detective, do you know why you have been called to give testimony?
Yup, because there is only one reason why I'd be called. And that is because it's time for justice. And justice we trust.
He don't know yet.
Objection! You can't trick us with that act anymore. Your justice is nothing but fits. What? Are you questioning the integrity of my sense of justice? I mean, sure. Sometimes I make mistakes, but hey. He's acting exactly the same as always. Tell me about it. You must be feeling awfully confident. All right. If you wish to dispel our suspicions, then let's get to your testimony. All right, fine. You want me to prove my righteousness? I can certainly do that. It's over.
Witness testimony, the embodiment of justice.
I am the very embodiment of justice itself. Of which I won't have you make me into a villain with your far-fetched arguments. And this bit about the escape route is only a theory. You don't have any proof. What we do have is proof that Athena Sykes is the culprit. This letter with her prints on it.
You're like a Pokemon trainer. So you're saying that suspicions against you are completely false? And that the defendant is the real culprit? He kind of do, don't he? He does.
All right. That's right. Mr. Lawyer's escape route is totally circumstantial.
What kind of Pokemon does he have?
He got the electric types. He doesn't have any proof that I made a big leap onto a ladder. We don't have proof. You're correct about that. However, you don't have any proof for your claim either. I guess you're right. But you can't define justice with evidence. Who can define it anyway? Justice? Justice? Oh my god.
Objection!
Don't make me break out a dictionary on you.
He's a light or electric type. That sounds about right, Calaby.
No! Please don't throw the book at me! Oh, tell me the Phantom didn't just make me set up a stupid pun for him.
He probably got a Raichu on his team.
Yeah, right? Oops, that's good for me.
No, you didn't. Let's just try not to lose focus, alright? But my justice is crystal clear. What's not clear are your eyes. Wake up and smell the justice.
Silence.
Huh? Enough of your rubbish, Fulbright. If you have even an ounce of justice, then you will answer the questions and prove it. Prosecutor Blackwell? Prosecutor Blackwell looks torn. Well, Fulbright was his partner after all.
Prosecutor Blackwell is right. The truth will be revealed in the cross-examination. The suspicions against Detective Fulbright are, at this point, only suspicions. As is my duty, I will judge the claims against the detective as impartially as I can. Does anyone have any objections?
That's fine, Your Honor. Now act away and don't hold back.
You said you love you some black queer, huh, Calliope? Well, there don't appear to be any objections. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please begin your cross-examination.
Here we go.
Cross-examination. The embodiment of justice. Oh, it's me. Ha 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 ha. I am the very embodiment of justice itself.
Hold it!
The embodiment of justice. Those are just empty words. But they say if you keep saying something, it can eventually become the truth. Isn't that how people make their dreams come true too? By wishing over and over? All right. Let's just move on.
I won't have you make me into a villain with your far-fetched arguments. Oops.
My arguments are hardly far-fetched. There's careful reasoning behind my theory. Yes? Well, apparently there's reasoning behind even a tofu burger. But what we have against Miss Sykes, though, is not just reasoning, but solid evidence. And it's called the lighter, with Miss Sykes' fingerprints on it and the victim's blood. Yes, that's true, but wait. Detective Fulbright was the one who brought that evidence to the trial. If you harbor any suspicions, I suggest you ask Fulbright right, Donald. Especially about that lighter. He's right. What exactly should I ask about?
The number of prints or the position of the prints? I guess it don't matter. Does it matter?
Yes.
The position?
No.
Oh my goodness. The number the number of prints.
So how many prints were found exactly? 3. The thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger of a right hand. Your Honor, that is an important statement. Will we please have it added to my testimony? You got it.
He beat me to it.
Be it investigating or testifying, speak he. 3 prints were on the lighter, the thumb, index, and the middle fingers of a right hand.
Hold it!
So, 3 prints from a right hand were found on the lighter, huh? Are you certain of this?
Does Athena wear a glove on her hand?
I'd stake my life on it! Mr. Ross, isn't it all he's saying the prints are from Athena's right hand? Why would you say that? Well, think about it for a sec. Athena always wears that glove on her right hand, right? So there's no way she'd leave prints on those 3 fingers from her right hand. I'm like, hey, great point. Why didn't I catch that one?
Told you.
Detective Fulbright, I'm sure you heard our discussion just now about how Miss Sykes always wears a glove on her right hand. Well, I have only one thing to say to that. Do you have evidence that she was wearing that glove at the time of the incident? I guess we don't. If you want to prove the defendant innocent, you'll have to ask better questions than that. Like I need a lecture from you, Smiles McGoo. Should I try to ask him about something else? No.
He said, let's just press on like this.
Let's proceed with your testimony, shall we? Ha ha ha! Certainly, certainly! The statement that was added. I'm not sure if it's relevant or not. Well, at least he seems willing to answer our questions. Let's keep asking about different things and see if we can uncover an inconsistency. Detective Fulbright is a tougher adversary than I thought.
What's that?
What?
Moving around. Back or back? This one here.
And this bit about the escape route is only a theory. You don't have any proof.
Hold it!
Then please tell us more about the circumstances surrounding the ladder. Well, I'd much rather expound on the topic of justice, but oh, all right. Let's see, what should I ask about?
About Aura.
About Aura.
Cause he the one told her, he told her to lower the ladder. Right?
Please tell the court what you remember about Miss Blackwell at the time. She appeared to be really angry that the bombing commotion was disrupting her work. She even threw a robot at me. Yikes. I hope it wasn't poor Clonko. This is very important information, isn't it? I'll just add this statement then. Why don't you let me decide that? Okay, no, I'm not gonna let you go back. I don't feel like pressing all his statements. Yeah, this one. This is basically a statement right here.
Three prints for. Why you don't want to press them?
He keeps adding statements. That's his gimmick. That don't matter.
All right, 3 prints were added on the lighter, the thumb, the index, and the middle fingers of a right hand.
Right hand.
We don't have a picture of Athena.
We have something else, though. You passed it.
What you mean?
I didn't say what.
This right here.
Yeah.
A purple held a lighter with an earth emblem in their left hand and a knife in their right.
Objection!
You say the prints were from a right hand. Is that correct? That's right. Very clear prints. But that just doesn't add up. Huh? What doesn't add up? According to Miss Blackwell, who saw the culprit herself, this person held the lighter in their left hand. Oh? So here's the dilemma before us. Why are the prints on the lighter from a right hand instead of a left?
And he said he took the glove off of Clay too, so. You're right. It doesn't make sense, does it?
Your Honor, this lighter can hardly be called incriminating evidence. The witness's claims don't even hold water.
You took the Fulbright. I hope you have a good explanation for this.
I just can't understand it. They're definitely right-hand prints. But then, why are they inconsistent with Miss Blackwell's statement? I've got it.
What have you got, detective?
The witness must have seen a reflection of the culprit in the mirror.
Go on.
Miss Blackwell was looking in through the window of boarding lounge 1, wasn't she? I believe so. If you mean the little window in the back and right of the room, in the back. If you mean the little window in the back into the right of the room, that's right. And across the room on the opposite wall is a large mirror. I do remember seeing it. So are you saying? Yes! The culprit Miss Blackwell saw must have been a reflection of that person in the mirror.
I see. In that case, right and left would appear reversed, wouldn't they?
Now do you see? That's the logic of pure justice.
Objection!
But your argument is only conjecture. You don't have any proof that what Miss Blackwell saw was a reflection.
Silence!
I don't know. You'd sooner nick yourself than him like that. Put some more muscle into it. Huh? That's right. Besides, the lighter couldn't have been in the left hand. And why not? Miss Blackwell said she saw the Earth emblem on the lighter, didn't she? That emblem is only on one side of the lighter. You're right. There's no emblem on the other side. Exactly! As blank and smooth as the judge's fine scalp. If the culprit had held the lighter in their left hand, they would have covered the emblem. Uh-oh. What's more, this is the kind of lighter you flick open with your thumb before lighting. So if the culprit had held in their left hand with the emblem out invisible, they wouldn't have been able to open it, let alone light it. But if they had held it in their right hand, they could easily open it and light it. This all means that the culprit was definitely holding the lighter in their right hand. No! Come back! My beautiful contradiction!
He got you on that, Phoenix.
It appears you planted a flower that bears no fruit. Ha 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 ha! See how it withers before my flower of justice? He's tough. He's managed to discredit almost everything I've proven up to this point. In justice we trust! Now do you see? I'm not this phantom you've been talking about! I mean, are you sure there really is a spy? I bet they're just a figment of your imagination! Oh, it's so sad! So very sad! But I'm afraid Miss Sykes is the culprit!
Hold it!
Detective Fulbright, I believe you said that the emblem is only on one side of the lighter. Are you sure about that? Of course I'm sure. Why don't you take a look for yourself and see? Do you see an Earth emblem on both sides of the lighter? I knew it! You're fibbing, detective! Pardon me? You mean... Yes, my bracelet reacted to his statement about the emblem. He's definitely hiding something big. And I think if we use my talent, we might be able to figure it out. justice, Dono, for you to use that cheat of yours again. It's not cheating, Prosecutor Blackwell! Very well. Whether I like it or not, I suppose we should use whatever works right now. Go on, then. We have Prosecutor Blackwell's reluctant blessing, apparently. Okay, Apollo, you're up! Here goes, then. Detective Fulbright, could you repeat that last statement one more time? What in the world are you up to? Alright, fine. I'll say it as many times as you like. Listen carefully.
What's up, Dave? How's it going?
Hello, David. Hello, David.
He's so silly.
The Earth emblem is only on one side that you can see when held in the right hand. Perceive. She gotta look at the button. That's a shame. Fake game. She had to look at the controller.
Really? That's because I'm not holding it. I got my...
Nope.
Whatever.
The controller is supposed to be like for your body. You're supposed to know where all the buttons is. We should.
The Earth emblem is only on the side.
No. Look at his forehead, bro. What is that? We should.
Let me see. You have to listen again. The Earth emblem is only on the side that you can see when held in the right hand.
His forehead.
It's not his forehead. Let me see. Is he sweating?
Yeah, like that one dude. No.
Let me see. There we go.
What you talking about? What?
Gotcha!
No, you didn't get him. You got him too late. Aha! I spy a nervous tick.
That was too late?
Wait, maybe not. Let me see. A tick? Maybe I should squash it then. That's not the kind of tick I had in mind. Could you please repeat your statement? I'll say it as many times as you like. Listen carefully. Yeah, you got it too late. The Earth emblem is only on the side that you can see when held in the right hand. Now, let's go again. You have to get him before this one right here. Like, yeah,
right here?
Yeah, right here now. Oh my God, we gotta do it again.
We gotta do it again.
You did it. It's too late. We gotta wait now.
I'm pushing the wrong button.
How you gonna have a skill issue in Ace Attorney?
All right, they can hurry it on up.
You talking really slowly. You talking one syllable per minute. Now, just do it. Okay, there you go. Detective Fulbright, you might not be aware of it yourself, but whenever you say the phrase, the Earth emblem, your left thumb moves. In fact, it appears as though you're running it along the edge of your holster. Mr. Lawyer, I don't have the foggiest notion of what you're talking about. Be that as it may, I know it has something to do with the lighter. Let me examine it. But why? You're not making any sense. You can't just...
Silence!
Be still and do as you're told, Fulbright. If you have nothing to hide, you shouldn't mind them having a look-see. did you? What? Not you too, Prosecutor Blackwell?
I'm not sure what this is all about, but if Prosecutor Blackwell insists, it must be something important. I will allow the defense to examine the lighter.
Good. Now maybe we'll learn something new. I hope so. Now let's check every inch of this thing. Well, you got more gameplay. You gotta actually play the game. This thing looks nasty, Mr. I ain't touching that.
What are we looking for?
Ugh. The back is covered with blood. Say, do you notice anything funny about the blood stain? You're right. It suddenly breaks off unnaturally. Supposedly, the lighter was held with the right hand, so the emblem was visible. If so, the print should be around the emblem and on the lid where you open it. You're right. There's definitely something off here. Paulo, hand me some Clorox wipes.
Now what?
It's hard to tell if the prints are from a right hand or a left just by looking. I don't think looking at each print with the naked eye would tell us anything new. This lighter definitely hides a secret. I agree. Let's check it out carefully.
They ain't saying nothing.
Just click the stupid envelope.
Yeah!
Yeah. So this is the Earth emblem Detective Fulbright was talking about. See anything noteworthy? Huh? Hey, look at this! The emblem's actually some kind of button!
It's a gun.
Wow! It transformed into something. A handle. A trigger. Is this what I think it is? There's no question, it seems. What you have there is a gun.
What?
A gun? So that's it. Your Honor, please recall this morning's trial when the Director Cosmos was on the stand. The bullet that hit the oxygen tank was extremely small, maybe a 10 caliber. This little compact gun probably takes bullets of that caliber. Looks like this is the gun that was fired at the scene.
I'm flabbergasted. The lighter was a gun?
So when Detective Fulbright would touch his holster... That's right, whenever he mentioned the Earth emblem, he must have subconsciously thought about the secret behind the lighter. In other words, he knew it was a gun from the very beginning. A lighter that transforms into a gun seems like a spy gadget to me. It's not the kind of thing any ordinary person can get their hands on. In fact, I say it's strictly in the domain of elite spies. Detective Fulbright, you will explain yourself.
Uh-oh.
There's nothing for me to explain. I didn't know the lighter could transform. I mean, it was found in a space museum, and then I brought it straight in. I didn't even have the time to check it out.
Objection!
Whenever you mentioned the Earth emblem, you touched your holster. You subconsciously did that because you knew it was a gun. And kill me But where's your proof? You have any evidence that I knew the lighter was a gun? Not exactly. And whose print on it? Miss Sykes' print. It proves that she's the culprit who fired the gun at the scene. Oh.
It would appear that the detective is right.
Are you guys really trying to prove your client innocent or what? Although it pains me to do this, now that we are where we are, I have to make the following assertions coming from the prosecution side. The person who fired the gun and directed Cosmos in the lounge after the incident. And the person Miss Blackwell saw holding the lighter. And the person who murdered Mr. Terran. And the person who bombed the Space Center. For all the defendant, Athena Sykes, the print on the lighter are decisive proof. No! Ha ha ha! Now do you see? A man on the side of justice can possibly be the culprit. And I think this about sums up Miss Sykes' part in the whole affair.
The evidence certainly does seem to point to the defendant's guilt. Do you have anything to say, Prosecutor Blackwell?
Everything. Oh my God. Evidence is everything in court. Therefore, Fulbright's claims stand firm. What? Calm down, Apollo. He's just saying that because he has to as a prosecutor. Mr. Lawyer, our job is to pursue criminals in the name of justice. You shouldn't cast suspicions on people based on something as dubious as a habit. In fact, you have a bad habit of showing up in court wearing an awful case of bedhead.
Objection!
Since the man who wears sunglasses at night, if it's proof you want, it's proof you'll get.
They say he loves all the extra voices, Pluminator. Thank you, Dave.
David, please. Okay. I'll prove that this lighter is not Miss Sykes', but yours. Hmm? Sounds like you've hit on something, Apollo. It's just, if the prints on the lighter are the basis for accusing Athena, I think we should reconsider the credibility of the evidence itself. You mean, you think this lighter might be forged evidence? That's right. Could be all part of Fulbright's bigger plot. Did you do anything out of the ordinary while I was off on my own? I can definitely think of a few things. It is indeed. Have a look at this.
What's this, a lighter? Detective, we'd like to run a comparison on some prints we found in the boarding lounge.
Oh, yes. To the case. I can always make another copy for myself, so it's all yours. Consider it a gift. If we assume he's been laying a big trap for us all along, there's gotta be something off about this piece of evidence. What's wrong with the lighter as a piece of evidence?
All right, how the prints were left on it, the owner of the prints, or where the prints are on it.
What?
I guess where the prints are on it.
Nope.
That's not it. The owner?
Nope. We're trying to prove it's not Athena's.
Where the owner?
Hmm?
The owner.
Yes. Are they really Athena's fingerprints? They definitely matched her print data. Why did I say it? But what about the data itself? Detective Fulbright, you were the one who provided us with the lighter and the print data. Isn't that correct? Yes! What about it? You say Miss Sykes' prints matched to his print. You say Miss Sykes...
Say what?
You say Miss Sykes' prints match the print data. But I have to wonder, was the data you used to fish you?
Mr. Wright, are you suggesting that the evidence might have been fabricated?
I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's re-examine the prints. Using the official sanctions print data of the people involved in this case. What? You dare insult the epitome of justice and integrity?
Epitome.
Epitome. There's no need for such antics.
Silence.
Your Honor, I'll lend my voice to the defense's request. You must allow the test to be rerun.
Very well. Then, bailiff? It appears that the official data is here.
And the results?
It's just as the defense claims. This proves that the prints on the lighter do not belong to the defendant.
Yeah! Yes!
The fingerprints actually belong to the victim, Mr. Clay Turin. Lighter updated in the court record. A lighter that can transform into a handgun. It has Clay Turin's fingerprint on and blood on it.
Those were Clay's fingerprints on the lighter? Ah, I see. Come to think of it. Wasn't it you, Fulbright, who collected the victim's prints? I personally removed his glove during the investigation. We had to get his fingerprints to confirm his identity, after all. When you took the deceased's fingerprints, you could have easily planted his prints on the lighter with his blood. After which, you wiped the blood off his hand. By your own admission, you were also the one who compiled the phony print data. All to put the blame on Miss Sykes.
They got him.
This ploy must have been to distract us from the Phantom, who's behind everything. You were out to create the impression that the Phantom wasn't the true culprit.
So, does this mean Detective Fulbright really is the Phantom?
Remember, the killer's escape route? No ordinary person would have been fearless enough to attempt it. Nobody but the Phantom, the man with no emotions, could have done it. Detective Fulbright, you're the only one who could have used that escape route. Fulbright, are you really the Phantom? Answer me, or so help me, I will slash you to tiny slivers where you stand. All right, I'll talk. I confess. I'm not the Phantom!
Silence!
It's all over! Now be a man and admit it already!
Uh-oh, Blackquill about to get, he about to stab him and everything.
But I'm not a spy! I'm an undercover investigator! I've actually been after the Phantom myself!
An undercover investigator? That sounds less than wholesome to me.
A person who hides his identity and secretly investigates in order to uncover information. And that's what you really are, Fulbright. That's right! I was working to track down the Phantom, but sadly, even though I was supposed to catch the spy ended up catching me. He took my family hostage and forced me to cooperate with him.
What?
Objection!
You're telling us this now? But if what you would say is true, then who was the mystery person Miss Blackquill and Mr. Starbuck saw? It was the Phantom, I tell you! All I did was help him by having that emergency ladder lowered for him.
Objection!
I don't believe you. Then how do you explain the fabricated ladder? That was also one of the Phantom's demands. Being the detective in charge of the case, it was easy for me to fabricate evidence. And the crime on Athena's sites was just another one of the Phantom's orders. And you expect me to buy that? Fulbright, what was the Phantom's ultimate objective? I was told it was to sabotage the rocket launch. Someone who didn't want the launch to happen must have given him the order. Actually, I have to apologize to you too. The Phantom told me to get close to you. He ordered me to get back that psych profile you have on him. So, he sent a buzzard of his own to tell me for this past year, did he? I haven't been a champion of justice. I've just been a pawn of evil. A pawn of the Phantom who stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago. Enough, Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity. I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. So there's a number of organizations that want him dead. If people believed I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. Why, I bet even now there's an assassin lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom after all. With the ceiling blown off, I suppose you are vulnerable to a sniper shot in this courtroom. Just 2 seconds ago, Fulbright was treating Athena like a criminal. Does he really think he's gonna fib his way out of it now? Well, on the surface, everything does seem to make sense. This could be bad, Mr. Wright. We can't find a flaw in his logic. He's right. After we've come all this way, we can't let Fulbright wriggle free now. There, I finally told the truth. Now, I hope you see how stupid it was to think I was the Phantom. You're an intelligent man, Prosecutor Blackquill. You believe me, right?
Nope.
I believe you. I don't think you're the Phantom. What? How can you say that, Prosecutor Blackquill? It's obvious he's the Phantom.
Silence!
Evidence is everything, right, Dono? And you must admit, there's no clear evidence that Fulbright is the Phantom. Ah!
Yes, as I recall, the only solid proof we've seen up to this point is the fact that Detective Fulbright fabricated evidence.
What? I've known Fulbright here for a year now. And all this time, he's been quite intent on rehabilitating me. I don't believe his efforts were a fib.
But you knew you was innocent too. How could you? Anyway.
Easy. Prosecutor Blackwell! This idiot truly thought he could reform a death row inmate like me. He went so out of his way in his efforts for me, he actually became quite a nuisance, really. Prosecutor Blackwell, you believe me! Please tell me Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't really been taken in by this big phony. However, even if it was against your will, you still acted as the Phantom's accomplice. You will have to pay the price for that. Throw yourself at my mercy, and don't you ever betray me again. You got that? Yes! Thank you! Oh, thank you!
Such a bond of a trust is a rare and beautiful thing. In any case, it looks like everything has been resolved. I can now hand down a not guilty verdict with confidence.
Very good. I'm very glad to hear it. It's all over. Everything's been cleared up, and Miss Sykes will go free as well.
What? Did I have to say something?
No. Mr. Wright, we can't let this trial in here. If we do, the Phantom, the man who killed Clay, will get away. I know, but... what do I do? I don't have any proof that Detective Fulbright is the Phantom. Is this it? Is he going to get away just like that? Now, if you excuse me, my next investigation awaits.
You think he's supposed to just go free?
And with that... Ooh.
The defense, no, wait, not the defense. The defendant feels it's not time for a verdict yet and would like to see this trial continue. What? But I was just about to declare you innocent of all charges. It just doesn't feel right to be standing here. Hey, Apollo, think you could scooch over?
What'd you do? Athena, what are you doing? Hope we don't get held in contempt of court.
I have some questions for you, Detective Fulbright. Are you relieved that you are no longer under suspicion of being the Phantom? Are you grateful to Prosecutor Blackwell for what he's done for you?
Of course I am, and I'm truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. Athena, where are you going with these questions?
I have yet to hear a single emotion behind any of Detective Fulbright's words, boss. The suspicion against him has been cleared up, but he's not feeling happy at all.
What? Does that mean?
We may not have any evidence, but the heart doesn't fail.
That's it. With your special ability, we just might be able to stop him.
Your Honor, the detective has been deeply traumatized by our accusations. Yes, well, even before all this, I thought he was a rather odd fellow. If he doesn't get counseling right away, who knows what might happen to him? I can't talk.
Prosecutor Blackwell, do you believe the nonsense the defense is spouting?
You may have to scoop your face back when you say that.
Really? Well, right. I think you'd better have that counseling. Not you too! You've been making bad remarks ever since you were accused of being the Phantom. Such as, you're an undercover investigator, and your family has been taken hostage. I fear you might have finally lost it. But I thought you believed me!
Silence.
Oh, how you amuse me so! What's going on here?
There was an excellent bit of psychological manipulation just now, Simon.
I knew you would catch on, Athena. Huh? Mind filling me in here?
Guess we left you in the dust, huh, Mr. Wright? Simon was only pretending to believe Detective Fulbright because he knew I'd notice if there was a lack of emotions, like joy or relief in his response. So he gave me the chance to take a listen. And listen I did to the voice of Detective Fulbright's heart.
What? You two are working together just now? I'm no Athena. Show us what's inside Fulbright's heart.
You got it. Time to check the replay. Switch it. Mon ami, let's do this. My friend.
Really?
What did you just say, Athena?
Mon ami.
I am
Only programmed to speak English. Thank you for believing in me, Prosecutor Blackwell. I am I'm an undercover investigator, but the Phantom was coercing me. He stole the moonlight and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago. I'm a bad person for cooperating with such a man. But he took my family hostage. What else could I do? This dude ain't got no emotion.
Not showing anything.
Even with all his over-the-top expressions and gestures, he's registering no emotion at all?
It's just like I thought, and right in line with the Phantom's psych profile. Detective Fulbright, this lack of emotion proves you're the Phantom. Hey, what's going on?
Wait, hold it! What do you think you're doing, detective?
What is he doing?
I'm not doing anything. He's
trying to hack into the mood metrics program. I can't do anything with it like this.
Fancy device you have there, but I'll tolerate no cheating, thank you. Sorry about that. As an undercover agent, I tend to use my secret arsenal without even thinking. More like as a spy.
Thanks, Prosecutor Blackwell. There, now that you can't hack me anymore, I dare you to try to hide your lack of emotions from us.
Lack of emotion? What are you talking about? Of course I have feelings. As a matter of fact, you wounded me very deeply with that accusation.
What's going on? All of a sudden, I'm getting an overwhelmingly happy reading.
Huh? But he's literally crying us a river over there. Oops, my mistake. How about this?
Yikes! Now he's angry all of a sudden.
What's he trying to pull? Like as not, it will appear our friend is not completely without emotion. It's just as it says in Dr. Suck's profile of the Phantom. The subject has a unique psychological makeup with almost no emotional fluctuation.
Oh, I get it. So he has some emotions, right?
Precisely, which leads me to wonder why you can't sense any emotions from him at all. I believe it's most likely because he is controlling his emotions. Very good, Prosecutor Blackfield. You're correct. It's the result of my training. A very important skill for us undercover investigators, you know? More like for us spies. Seriously. But I wonder why he suddenly showed several strong emotions. Wait a minute. I think I know. I sense there's a feeling you're trying to hide with your exaggerated emotions, Detective. A feeling I'm trying to hide? That's a good one. You're the ones who have been saying I'm the Phantom because I don't have any emotions. I was just trying to show you the range of deep emotions I truly possess.
Then you have no objections to me analyzing you, right?
No, analyze away. But I will state it again, I am not the Phantom. And be forewarned that your analysis will have no effect. Because you're about to see what an undercover agent can really do. Eh? The Phantom? No! Oh, I'm so sad! See? I told you I have emotions! How dare you accuse me of being someone who would kill over a moon rock? I do regret cooperating with the Phantom, of course!
Wow, all his emotions going crazy.
Well, I'm so glad this whole misunderstanding is cleared up now! This dude all over the place. What? How are we supposed to pick out what's unnatural from this?
I don't know what we can do with this either.
This must be his defenses against your ability.
So, you think this is what he meant by what he's really capable of?
I'd hate to know what's going inside that guy's head. Well, he knows he's hiding something, and that he feels threatened by Athena. Being only human, his true feelings and emotion he can't completely conceal. Must be hidden somewhere in his testimony. Well, let's go. Try to find the emotion, right?
So they want me to find his true emotion?
Yep.
Looks like the happy emotion.
Nope.
Let me see.
It's not in the statement. Oh yeah, try to find one where it doesn't blink off.
This one here.
Which one?
Hold on.
You had it.
Huh?
You had it.
What you mean?
Notice Notice how sadness is now blinking
Like the other one is constant. Well, how you not notice it?
Pushing the wrong buttons.
It's glitching. Why did you click that?
Oops, did I pick the wrong button?
Yes.
My bad.
Maybe this?
I don't think so. I've never seen a person in such a chaotic emotional state.
There has to be something here. I just know it.
This might be a long shot, but if there really is a real emotion mixed in here somewhere, then it's possible that it would be the one emotion that doesn't disappear.
The one that doesn't disappear, huh? I'll give it another look then. Well, click sadness, please. I don't told you. Go back and click sadness.
I'm trying to hit the button right.
How many times do I need this? L, L, L,
Question L.
L, down, A.
Got it.
Oh, wait. I found it. I found the one emotion you're truly feeling. What? Hidden in the middle of that chaotic storm, I saw one emotion that never disappeared. When you talked about the moon rock, you felt a fear that wouldn't fade. Fear? Huh? A fear that a man with hardly any emotions feels, huh?
And it was a response to that moon rock.
Take the full brush. I presume you feel fear concerning the moon rock because...
He lost it?
You lost the moon rock. You dropped it. You dropped it out your
Pocket when you was leaving. No.
Well, he failed to steal it?
I mean, no. Whoa, no.
Your identity will be revealed?
Yeah.
Of course. That's it. Enough bullfight. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity. I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information for all kinds of corporations and corporations and countries. So there's a number of organizations that want him dead. If people believed I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. Why, I bet even now, there are assassins lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom after all. Detective Floorbright, I think I know why you feel I can't talk today. Detective Floorbright, I think I know why you would feel afraid. You are afraid that the moon rock will somehow reveal your identity. If his identity were revealed, he would be killed immediately. That's certainly enough to make even the Phantom feel afraid. Me? Afraid? I don't know what you're talking about.
So there really is something about the moon rock that will reveal his identity?
Apparently so. Wait a minute. Maybe the Phantom didn't so much steal the moon rock, but more like he had to take it with him because there was something on it that will reveal his true identity.
Hold it!
Where do you think you're going? Me? I'm not going anywhere. Is it just me? Or is he going to use that weird watch thing to try to get away? How many more of those toys does he have? And where can I get some myself? Detective Fulbright, you will answer honestly to this court right now. Why do you feel fear in connection with the moon rock? In justice, we trust, not emotions, Mr. Lawyer. Evidence is everything. I'm the Phantom because I'm afraid? Don't make me laugh. God! And what was that just now?
All human beings have hearts and experience emotions. Sometimes analyzing a case from their psychological perspective is the best way to find the truth.
It's all just a waste of time. All your efforts and analysis serve no purpose. And now, in this dark age of the law, nobody will believe your claim that it's effective. And in an era when evidence is fabricated, you truly expect feelings to be accepted as proof? And where exactly is your proof that I fear the moon rock anyway?
Well, I admit I don't have any conventional proof, but I still say that examining a person's heart has its merits.
Oh, really? And why don't you listen carefully with those special ears of yours? Listen to the voices of the hearts of the people in the gallery.
All I hear is distrust.
As you can see, the people are on my side. Because all they see is a strange little girl using a weird little machine.
But it's not like I use analytical psychology to falsely accuse people.
Uh-oh.
He's got Athena down herself. Miss Sykes' analytical psychology has breathed new life into this courtroom. It has freed the hearts of many witnesses and has been keying into the truth. What nonsense! Your Honor, the defense's claim is a false one. I don't feel any kind of fear when it comes to the moon rock.
I see. Very well, I will give the opinion of this court. In a trial, I don't feel that a person's emotions are quite as compelling as actual evidence is. But Your Honor.
You see? Nobody believes you, and you're trumped up charges.
However, I do believe Miss Sykes' analysis can contribute to making the truth clear. I have seen her do this first-handed several times already.
Really, you jest.
So, does this mean you will accept my findings in this trial? Yes, I believe your claim, Miss Sykes. I think there is merit in examining why the witness feels fear in regards to the moon rock. That is the court's opinion on this matter. Then that's a win for me. No, a win for an analytical psychology. Now, Mr. Phantom, you will tell this court the reason for your fear.
Analytical psychology? My fears? Fine! I'll show you precisely why those abstract things can't be considered evidence.
Witness testimony. My fear of the moon rock.
I felt fear when I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. Yes, I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage. What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock? None at all. So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. In fact, I'm on the side of justice. And there you have it. Now do you see why I'm not afraid of the moon rock? Wait, why? And there you have it. Now do you see why I'm afraid of the moon rock? Sure, you sound convincing enough. But so does any 2-bit con artist. It's all about me. It's all meaningless in the absence of. But so does any 2-bit con artist. It's all meaningless in the absence of evidence. Yes. The Phantom is like the mist. No flesh, no bones. My sword alone cannot cut right, Dono. Huh? With your deductive reasoning and the body of evidence before us, let us send this miserable Phantom fellow to the other world together. You and I, Prosecutor Blackwell, we have a duty to bring the Phantom down and restore the people's faith in the courts. Indeed, by covering for Athena, I allowed the Phantom to escape. And as a prosecutor, I gave birth to the people's mistrust with my murder conviction. I bear part of the responsibility as well for being suspected of forging evidence and losing my attorney's badge as a result. The two of us and the Phantom were there at the beginning of the Dark Age of the law. It is also our plan to cut away the foul specter we created, is it not? Until all that remains is the righteousness of the court and the faith of the people. Trust, understanding, fragile ideals of the masses who are controlled by emotion. Humans can't trust each other, which is exactly why the illusion of trust is so enticing.
Objection!
Once two people overcome their misgivings, that's where real trust is to be found. You're free to believe what you want, but just like that is stronger than you and your fears, always.
Cross-examination. I fear of the moon rock.
We nerdy yet.
Felt fear when I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom.
Hold it!
It only reminded you of the Phantom? Don't make me laugh. You are the Phantom. Evidence is everything in a court of law. Or did you forget? I was forced to testify over a silly thing like feelings. But those tactics won't work from here on out. You need real evidence. Ugh, I hate to admit it, but he's right.
Yes, I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage.
Hold it!
Your family? Like who in your family specifically? Oh, I don't know. Like, maybe my lover, for example.
For example, maybe. We need a more concrete answer than that.
Maybe my mother, my son, or my daughter. Maybe it was all of them. I'm so sad and worried. I miss them so much. Oh, he's obviously fibbing. Look how upset I am. Is it any wonder I followed the Phantom? Is it any wonder that I followed the Phantom's orders?
What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock? None at all.
Hold it!
You can't think of a single reason that the Phantom might be afraid of the rock? I thought the Phantom wasn't even supposed to have any feelings. How can someone like me with my wealth of emotions be expected to understand the guy? The Phantom, a person with very few emotions, would only be afraid of something really big. Like his cover getting blown bump. Like his cover getting blown big. I'm willing to bet that the moon rock has something to do with his identity. But what?
Maybe the Phantom's fingerprints are on the rock.
The fingerprints can be wiped off.
And maybe he wanted the rock so bad, he literally drooled on it and left his DNA.
We're dealing with a spy here, Athena, not a slob. True. But maybe the DNA point isn't too far off. Huh? Something unexpected happened to him during the incident 7 years ago. I just know I have something that can show why the Phantom is afraid of the moon rock. I'll just continue with my testimony while you're pondering then, if you don't mind. I can tell you what it is.
Well, he got cut.
Yeah, what we got?
So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. Let me see.
Hmm?
This? Hold on, that was from 7 years ago.
What? That's also the one that stabbed him.
It's the same one?
Yep. Well, not the same one, but you know they all had one.
Well, what does it have to do with this case?
Wait, no. The statement. Not on this one either.
This one?
Yeah.
It's here.
Objection!
Detective Fulbright, I assume you know what this is. Of course! That's the knife the Phantom used to kill Clay Terran. That's right, and the exact same type of knife Miss Sykes used 7 years ago when she stabbed the Phantom's hand. Yes, that was discussed earlier, as I recall.
You're gonna have him remove his glove or something? He dodged at first, so I only got his clothes. But I tried again.
And this time, you got him, didn't you?
I did. I remember it clearly now. The knife went into the back of his hand.
Miss Sykes then stabbed that. Miss Sykes then said that she remembers the culprit bleeding. It's my theory that the culprit's blood got on the moon rock. And he was afraid that if the blood was analyzed, his true identity would be revealed. That explains why the Phantom had to remove the moon rock from the crime scene.
You mean if we ran the analysis now, we'd know who the Phantom is?
Yes, I suppose so. But unfortunately, the moon rock in question is missing. And maybe so, but I'm certain I can explain what happened to it in great detail.
You can?
Of course not. You don't actually expect us to believe that, do you? Because you don't trick me. Ah! What this court needs is a bully-free zone. Ah, the infamous sword of the beguiling bluff. Its edge is without compare. Come now, ready it with me, and show us just how finely it comes. Your Honor, this is an outrage! Oh, I mean, this is an outrage! Ah! Go on, right, Dono. Let's start with something that's been bothering me for a while. Now, the culprit supposedly removed the moon rock from the lab. But in this video of him, it's nowhere to be seen.
Oh, you're right.
But here's something to consider. What if the Phantom hid the moon rock somewhere at the scene of the crime?
Good thinking, boss. Security was super tight at the Space Center back then.
Oh, how she get over there?
No.
Who's supposed to, who I took?
No, you didn't take it, but I was like, how'd she get over there? All that, and why the Space Center having very strict security in those days. All personal effects were examined thoroughly, coming or going. You couldn't even smuggle a withered old leaf through those checkpoints. Does this mean that the moon rock is still somewhere in the Space Center? In the name of justice, I proclaim that's impossible. And why's that? The Space Center was searched from top to bottom, and especially the lab, but the moon rock was never found. Ah, how could I forget about that? A sad but true fact. We still haven't a grasp on how it was done. But the Phantom made the moon rock vanish into the aether. There's no way it just disappeared. Logic and evidence tells us otherwise. The Phantom didn't have the moon rock on him when he left the lab. Did a thorough police search didn't turn up anything. And it never turned up in the 7 years after that either. The Phantom made the rock disappear without physically removing it himself. But how? There must have been a way. Phoenix, think. How did the moon rock vanish from the robotics lab?
You put it in there, doctor. Just
What?
So can you or can you not show what happened to the moon rock, Mr. Wright?
Yes, I can, Your Honor. What? Oops, sorry. I mean, what?
In that case, let's have your answer, Mr. Wright. How did the Phantom make the moon rock disappear from the crime scene?
I'm not helping you with this one. You gotta do one
yourself.
Really? Let me see. What was this right here? It was in this thing here, was it?
Nope.
Well, what happened to destroy the game?
Well, Clay Tarrant, they blew up the Space Center and Clay Tarrant was killed. What else happened?
Mm-hmm.
What else did they blow up?
The corridor.
What else? What was caught in the explosion?
Let me see. What was caught in the explosion?
Yes. What was in the courtroom?
What was in the courtroom?
Yes.
This bruh?
No. No.
It was a capsule, was it?
Mm-hmm. What was in the capsule?
What was in it?
Mm-hmm.
You talking about the bomb?
No, what was it?
What was in it? What did they put in it?
The body? Hold on, I'm going back to the
All right. Why did Clay have it in his head when he was escaping?
Clay had the capsule.
Yes, it was
In the capsule.
The rock?
Yes. Why you like you know? And what happened to the capsule in courtroom number 4?
I forget.
It got bombed.
It blew up.
Yes. They really like this. Bro, y'all forgot this whole case.
I'm some points of it.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
Take that!
That's the Hope Castle, right? The one that went up with the Hat 1 rocket.
He couldn't carry the rock out, but he couldn't leave it in the center to be found either. So there was only one safe place to stash it. The Hope capsule that was there in the lab that day.
Yes, and the team must have loaded it onto the Hope space probe eventually. But if that's what happened, then the moon rock would have been launched up into space along with the rocket.
Preposterous! It would mean that for these past 7 years, the moon rock was... Exactly! The Phantom got rid of the moon rock in the most cosmic way he knew how! It was out there in the depths of space! Aboard the Hope space probe!
That's not what you just said.
Well, they gonna touch on it later.
What?
What?
Order in the court.
I understand now. The Phantom's original scheme was to sabotage the Hat 1 anyway. The villain, he used this primary... he used this primary... I can't say this word, too. The villain, he used his primary objective to conveniently kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That's right. He planned for the moon rock to be turned into cosmic dust out in space, thereby destroying the one piece of evidence that could reveal his true identity. But Mr. Starbuck and the others followed the Phantom's plot. The Hope space probe sailed off safely on its mission and returned 7 years later, with the capsule in tow. If we analyze the blood on the moon rock, it should make one thing crystal clear. That you were the Phantom all along, Detective Fulbright? So he killed Clay just so he could get the moon rock back? I believe so. The original assignment may have just been to sabotage the Hat too, but at the same time, he also had to retrieve the evidence of his crime 7 years ago. That's why he went to the boarding lounge.
Well, how did he know that Clayton had the thing?
Because it's in the space in it. And attacked Clay as he made his escape out of the rocket with the capsule. But in the end, it was all he could do to just escape himself, so he couldn't get the capsule. He must have done everything he could do to stop Fulbright. He probably hung onto that capsule while he was worked until his very last breath. Oh, this is so funny. You make me laugh. You really do.
Boy, he's totally out of whack now.
It's game over for you, Detective Fulbright. Why don't you just admit to it all now? There's nothing to admit. I'm Bobby Fulbright, undercover investigator, I tell you. I am not the Phantom. The blood on the rock is just another one of his schemes. A trap.
Now I'm not sure what to think. I suppose if the Phantom is a spy worth his salt, a trap is not out of the question.
Objection!
Well, in that case, you could say anything as a trap. That's what makes a trap a trap. I've been framed into taking the blame for the Phantom. Your Honor, I believe further investigation is in order.
Silence.
Further investigation? More like plotting your escape. No more. I will bring you to justice myself if I must. Here and now. I guess it's time to show you just what I'm really capable of. Die, Simon Blackwell!
Uh-oh.
Hey, you guys aren't really... What's good? Looks like I made it just in time. Edward! I have good news for you, Mr. Wright. I've uncovered some very crucial facts. Did you find something out of the Phantom's true identity? You might say that. I started by looking into the first people on the scene 7 years ago. All three, an employee and 2 officers, were registered in the robot's recognition systems. But none of them looked like the least like Detective Fulbright. That's not good. But there's more. I've yet to share my most important finding. Mr. Wright, Prosecutor Blackwell, you'd best brace yourselves.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. The man you see there before you, Bobby Fulbright, is already long dead.
Oh.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? An unidentified body that was found a year ago has now been proven to possess Bobby Fulbright's fingerprints. And does this mean? Yes, the man there is an imposter pretending to be Bobby Fulbright. An imposter?
This man? This man? Who is in the world is he? Who in the world? Anyway. Uh-oh.
What'd you say?
Who is he? Enough of your trickery. If you will not reveal yourself to us, then I shall do it for you. What?
No! His face?
Aw, look what you did to my mask. Why did I say it like that?
Mask? What is the meaning of the witness?
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, you got me. I guess I have to show you who I really am now.
Well, tell me your stuff.
He came out of Lumiere.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, but that... Hey, Apollo! Yup, it's me, Solomon Starbuck! Mr. Starbuck? That can't be right! You can't really be the Phantom, can you?
Silence.
Of course not. The real Starbuck was aboard the Hat 1, which was set to be destroyed. Yeah, this is just another mask.
I was about to say.
I mean, didn't I tell you? I'm an undercover investigator. I can change identities at will. I can be anyone I want.
Objection!
Not so fast. I have the Phantom Psych profile right here. If we can compile a psych profile on you and compare the results, it will prove that you're the Phantom.
It's time for me to show you the real meaning of the phrase, the ends justifies the means.
That voice, those words. How is he out of jail?
I cannot accept such evidence here, Miss Sykes.
In the world, they just threw a wrench in it now, y'all. Professor means mask.
I'll take what I want, by any means necessary. Now give me that evidence. Time to take out the trash. Permanently.
How could you?
Silence.
Oops, hold on. Go ahead. I'm messing up, y'all.
Okay. Now do you see how powerful the ends justifies the means can be? How pathetic. You can't even speak without wearing another man's face. Ah, but that's the life of an undercover agent for you. My real face has no meaning or value to me at all. Perhaps it really is the case that you don't even know who you are anymore. What must you see when you look in the mirror, Mr. Phantom? Not an awful lot, I'd wager. Well, aren't you just a master of psychology, Black Quill? That's right. I don't know who I am. I'm always living as someone else for my assignments. I don't remember what my face looks like. Or even what my personality was like. My face, memories, personality, beliefs, emotions, and soul. I left them all behind. I have no self. I am no one. I am nothing but an endless abyss.
There go that creepy smile.
What's with this guy? Is he even still human? And now, we resume with your lesson, Professor Wright. Oh, huh? I believe you made this argument earlier. If you were to analyze the blood on the moon rock, you could prove that I am the Phantom. I believe there was blood on the moon rock in that capsule. Now we know you weren't even Bobby Fulbright. Your claims of a phantom trap won't work anymore. Then why don't you bring me this moon rock in? There's decisive evidence from the Hope capsule. I think I will do just that. Get ready, because the Hope capsule is about to seal your...
What he say?
He said, fudge. He was in the courtroom bombing from the other day. The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence and was blown to smithereens. It looks like you have finally caught on. Full marks for the defense for effort. But what a shame your hope was lost in that courtroom explosion. So that's the real reason this courtroom was blown up. It was all for the Phantom to destroy that one piece of evidence. I can't believe it. Have we really reached a dead end after coming all this way? Has the only evidence we have on this guy really been destroyed? How dare you continue to call me the Phantom? As I've said all along, I'm just a nameless undercover agent.
Objection!
And the defense will continue to assert that you are the Phantom. Furthermore, we have proof. Or at least a prayer.
I'm afraid that won't do, Mr. Wright.
At least put some weight behind your swing, right, Dono? I know, I'm trying! There's only one thing that can mask this menace, the moon rock. But that was blown to bits in the courtroom bombing. And yet, is it really gone without a trace?
Apollo was stabbed. Did he get a piece of it?
Apollo, we're gonna have to cut you open, my boy. What if some tiny part, some little fragments still exist? Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there too. A strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture?
Very well, Mr. Wright. Let's see your proof. What evidence will finally prove the Phantom's identity? What they talking about?
This is a little obscure. I mean, like, you have to be looking for it. You want me to tell you? It's kind of small.
It's a small detail.
Yeah.
But
This here?
Click it. Now go to the right.
Ah, okay.
Take that!
is it that the bomb that blew up the courtroom and the moon rock along with it? Are you saying this will reveal the Phantom's identity?
Yes, Your Honor. Focus your attention on this photo taken after the bombing, specifically right here.
7-K.
7-K.
Take that!
Please take a look at this newspaper article.
This article about the Hat One?
Please note that the strange black and yellow rock there on the left. That's the moon rock. And when we look at the photo of the bomb fragments, see how there is a rock-like object with the same coloration?
Oh my, yes, I see it.
It would seem that the moon rock was much more durable than the Phantom thought. If we take a look at all the fragments that the police found, we'll likely find one with blood. And DNA testing on the blood will prove that the witness is indeed the Phantom.
Unbelievable.
That's impossible. A surprise to be sure. That's one bloody tough rock. Let's have the fragments tested straight away. Oh, you'll be having a DNA test too, Fulbright.
Please. Contact the police department immediately and order the testing. Well, that's not foolproof. So anyway, Prosecutor Blackwell, what do the test results show?
There was a rock fragment that had blood on it after... There was a rock fragment that had blood on it that appeared to be several years old. DNA testing revealed. Well, I'm sure you know how full well what it revealed.
They confirmed it was the witness's blood, didn't they?
There's no use in trying to talk your way out of it anymore. Admit it, you are the Phantom.
Objection!
Huh? Mr. Wright, did you just raise an objection to yourself? No, I didn't say a word. That was my objection, Apollo. Huh?
What is going on? What?
Why? It was a pretty good objection, too, don't you think?
What's they got going on?
Now he's me?
So, did you have an objection or not, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, no, not really, Your Honor.
No, not you, Mr. Wright? I mean, the witness, Mr. Wright?
Did this trial get any more insane? Mr. Wright, this fragment of rock in the photograph, and those just like it. How can you be so sure they're the pieces of the same moon rock that was at the robotics lab? Can you explain what you mean? Well, there may have been a moon rock or two in the courtroom that had my blood on it. But how do you know they're not just rocks? You can't prove they're the moon rock, right?
Objection!
Don't be absurd! Just compare the fragment with the rock in the newspaper article. Everybody can see they're the same. They have the exact same coloration.
Objection!
But maybe some other rock with the same coloration happened to be in the courtroom. It's highly unlikely a rock with such a unique appearance just happened to be here. But you can't deny it's a possibility.
Objection!
We approve.
Your blood was found on one of the fragments. Apollo, there's nothing suspicious about my blood being on a piece of rock. And why not? I know it sounds like an excuse, but several years ago, I tripped and fell in this very courtroom. It was hurt pretty badly. Maybe that's how my blood found its way into a piece of rubble. Even he must realize how ridiculous that sounds. And yet, I suppose it's not completely out of the question. I see you're starting to sweat, Mr. Wright. I thought that the worst of times are when lawyers will have to force their biggest smiles.
All Phoenix have to do is just say it's not him.
You're the last person I want to hear that from.
Well, then why don't we get those fragments analyzed? We could ask an expert to verify if they were from the moon rock in the robotics lab or not.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that just isn't going to be possible.
And why not?
In order to prove that the fragments are from what you say they are from, you need a sample of the moon rock from 7 years ago to compare it with. But that moon rock doesn't exist anymore, and there's no sample data left either. So you see, instead of going back in time, there's no way to prove that any of the fragments are from that moon rock.
Oh,
No!
There's really no way to prove it.
Are you finally ready to throw in the towel?
Objection!
So the moon rock doesn't exist anymore, huh? That's right. It was such a valuable rock, too. A shame, really. But it's lost to us forever. He's wrong. It's not completely lost. There's another piece of it, right here by our side. A shining fragment of hope that can turn everything around. The final piece of evidence to put this phantom away for good.
What Phoenix talking about?
You should know. The defense has a piece of evidence that completely contradicts your claim. You have what now? A final fragment of hope that was passed down with great love and care.
We do?
We do, even if the person holding it hasn't realized it yet.
Is this true, Mr. Wright?
Pay no attention to him, Your Honor. He's just bluffing, as usual. I wonder if you'll be able to force your biggest smile when you see what I've got. Try me. The piece of evidence that shows the original moon rock isn't completely lost is this.
Venus earring.
Yes. I was thinking about this the whole time, thinking when they would come up.
Just about the only thing my mother left me with, or a widget. And this earring. Maybe she did love me in her own way.
Athena, you may not know it, but your mother left with you with a very important piece of evidence.
She did?
You're bluffing! You don't have anything of that kind! Oh, but we do! Evidence that will finally corner you! Because we have a moon rock of our own!
Yeah. Oh! You mean...
Exactly! The gift Dr. Sykes left her daughter! An item Athena has cherished and worn all these years! As distant as Dr. Sykes may have seemed to her daughter, that fragment of her love will shake off the darkness of the past and give us all hope for the future! This is the defensive sample of the moon rock!
Take that!
That's your sample?
This earring that Miss Sykes always wears was made from that original moon rock! What? All this time?
It was right here, all alone?
No! It can't be! If the composition of the bomb fragments and the earring are found to be a match, then it will prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that the origin of the fragment in this photo. And since the test results showed that the blood on the fragments was yours, this means that the identity you try so hard to hide will finally be revealed. The identity I tried to hide? I don't have an identity to hide! I might not have Athena's ears, but now, even I can hear the fear in your voice. Fear? I don't feel fear. I left all my emotions behind years ago.
Objection!
Every human being feels fear. You simply can't face the emotions inside you. You can't face them because you have nothing. No love, no trust.
And I suppose you do?
I didn't have anybody to support me at first either. I couldn't face the fear inside me. Couldn't get over the trauma of my past.
Like I said, I don't feel fear.
Objection!
And you're just a coward for running away from yourself. When I had my doubts about Miss Sykes, I felt like I would collapse under the weight. But I wanted to trust her. And I knew I could trust Mr. Right to uncover the truth. That's why I was able to face my suspicions without hesitation. Running away from myself? How can I run from myself? When there's nothing inside! Nothing at all!
Objection!
I know it's hard for someone as unwilling to trust others as you to understand. But people have emotions. It's just a fact of life. And so people can be weak at times. But that's exactly why people need to trust one another. So they can gain the strength to face themselves when things are at their bleakest. Without trusting others, how can you ever hope to face your fears? The fear inside of me? Is this? No. Ugh! Ah!
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid! I'm scared! Ah! I feel fear!
You can't outrun yourself.
Remove the mask and unleash your emotions! Confront your guilt head-on! With your own tries!
You said that wrong.
What you mean? What you I said it wrong. I'm sorry. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. With your own true face. Okay. My own true face? No! Please don't! I know you're here! Where are you? See, I haven't revealed anything yet! Honest! My own true face! I don't have one! My face! My face! Is this my face? Is it? No, that's not it. No! That isn't me either. Is this me? Which one is my face? What am I? Who am I?
Uh-oh. They got him, didn't they?
Oh, wow.
A sniper attack in this very courtroom? It chills me to my bones. But the police are doing everything they can to track down the sniper as we speak. Prosecutor Blackwell, how is Detective Fulbright? I mean, his imposter doing?
He's a lucky fellow. The bullet didn't hit any vital organs. He appears to be in no danger of dying.
Well, that was fortunate for all of us.
The analysis of that final piece of evidence Right Dono submitted is in. The composition of Miss Sykes' earring and the fragment with the blood on it match. We can now be certain that it is a fragment of the moon rock in question. The murders and bombings at the Space Center, both past and present. The bombing of courtroom number 4 and all of his other crimes, as numerous as the stars. Under suspicion of all of these things, the spy known as the Phantom has been incarcerated. The prosecutor's office is now responsible for his well-being. There are still a myriad of things we wish him to tell us about after all.
Thank you, Prosecutor Blackquill. Well, it's time to finally bring this trial to an end. But before I do, will the defendant please return to her proper place? Yes, Your Honor.
They smacked him.
Did say something happened today similar. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Athena Sykes, not guilty. I can't even throw up my confetti, y'all.
Oh, white stands up. You would do nothing.
We should.
The court is adjourned. December 20th, 9:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby. Number 5. Congratulations, Mr. Lee.
Thank you, Pearls. And thank you for being there for Athena.
That's the least I could do. But Athena was great, wasn't she? She was so strong throughout the whole trial. Daddy, I'm so glad to see you.
Lucy, are you alright? Are you hurt?
I'm fine, Daddy. I was doing magic tricks for the other hostages to keep our spirits up.
That's our Trucy for you. I'm really glad to see you're safe.
Where's Love and Roar at? Where is Love and Roar?
She at? I think she comes like in the 6th game a little bit. Right. I fear I owe you right. I fear I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. Edgeworth. We never would have caught him if it weren't all for you. Ah, come on, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? You're the ones who have been tracking the Phantom all this time. Plus, you were the one who gave Blackquill permission to serve as prosecutor, right? Yes. Well, we knew the Phantom was somewhere nearby. The police and I were trying to find him, but we never did manage to do so until this trial. Well, we never would have won this trial without you. It was your help as chief prosecutor that was the key to its successful conclusion. Besides, it was you that saw to it I got my attorney's back, was it?
Attorney's badge.
Attorney's badge back. It was you who saw to it I got my attorney's badge back, wasn't it? So you figured it out, did you? Yeah, and my license back went just a little too smoothly, you know? It should have been much harder after that evidence forging scandal. Well, I owed you a few favors. Hey, Edgeworth, think we can finally bring the dark age of the law to an end? Even the darkest nights turn to dawn eventually. Our sun will rise again. Besides, now that Prosecutor Blackquill has been cleared of all charges, a great deal of mistrust towards the court system should have been swept away. You know, you could have said that with a bigger smile, Edgeworth. It won't kill you. Instead, the furrows in your brow of yours just keep getting deeper and deeper. So it should smile more, huh? I'll think about it.
the complicated love-hate relationship between lifelong rivals.
I don't know
Who this is?
Athena!
Whatever.
You said.
Okay. Athena, I'm forever in your debt. You went to all that trouble, even taking the bar exam while you were overseas.
Well, I knew that if I didn't get your sentence overturned fast, you'd be executed. So I studied and studied. I was frantic. I'm so glad I made it in time. Just barely. But I still made it.
Atta girl, Athena. It's good to see you finally let your tears out. Yes, I survived by the skin of my teeth, thanks to you.
That's all he had was tomorrow.
That's all he had.
Tomorrow. Shame on you, Simon, for trying to throw your life away like that.
It was never my intention to just throw my life away. Some things in this world are more important than your own life.
Like what?
My honor-bound duty to protect was my life. My mentor's most beloved treasure.
Huh?
That's some loyalty. This guy really is a samurai, through and through. Well, looks like we can breathe easy now. Apollo, Athena, thank you both. It took all of us together to pull it off.
You bet, boss. What a team we are, huh?
It was definitely the most amazing turnabout I've ever seen. I'm a lucky guy. My office has the best, most capable lawyers around. Thanks, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna work extra hard to make up for all the worry I caused. Apollo Justice is fine and ready to go. Let's hear it for the Right Anything Agency.
Well, nobody's going to try harder than me, so you'd better watch out, Apollo. Simon is free thanks to Mr. Wright. But there are so many more people out there who need our help.
You're right, and I'll be needing you both to help them. We still have a long way to go. Get ready, you two. We won a major victory, but the war is far from over. There are still people out there that are suffering under false charges who need defending. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. If we ever hope to fully bring the dark age of the law to a close.
Hey, I know one thing we have to do. We have to celebrate with a bowl of piping hot noodles.
Huh? Nothing like a bowl of Eldon's noodles after a trial, all on Mr. Wright's tab. That's how it works at the Right Anything Agency, right, Mr. Wright? Huh? Huh? As a boss, it's your duty to express gratitude to your people for their great work. In that case, allow me to join in the festivities. I would greatly welcome a bowl of noodles. Huh? Huh? Huh?
I have an idea, Daddy. Why don't you just invite everybody involved with the case? The more, the merrier, right? Oh, Mr. Nick, look how far you've come. I knew you'd grow up to be such a generous gentleman.
Really?
He crazy, y'all. Shut up. Shut up, laughing at me. Took my light out. Anyway.
Okay. Guys, under these circumstances, there's only one thing I can say. Only if I get to join in.
Hey, no fair. I want to say it too.
Okay, here we go.
Objection!
Objection! Okay, it's over. It's over.
I didn't try like dual Destinies. They still got to talk. I was trying to think of something nice I could do, so I decided to go around and get a bunch of jobs for him too. Find a lost cat, install an air conditioner, get a whatever. You think I should have found in a few legal cases? Now that's okay. This is the Right Anything agency after all.
It was good. We still got one more case, which is gonna be weird, because...
Apollo, I better study as much as I can if I want to. My grandma says eat lots of peppers and they'll ignite your passion. Oh, but I should figure out which to grow, green peppers or yellow peppers. Or maybe I should go with hot, it's the sun peppers.
They made it fast.
Ask y'all.
I know, right? They really going.
The end of the dark age of the law, you say? Tusk, how naive. Don't you know it's sometimes necessary to get a guilty verdict by any means possible? What? To put me under investigation? The chief prosecutor wants to see me now? Did you expect full right?
That wasn't even him.
I've been asked to debate the great wrestler Mataro.
I'm not reading, y'all.
You gotta just let it go by.
Yeah, but anyway, they still got some more stuff to uncover, y'all.
The next case is gonna be weird since it's technically the first case. And Detective Fulbright's just acting normal. Like, he just acts normal, like, cause like the next case is like a DLC case that was released after the fact. So like none of this technically happened in that case, and Detective Fulbright is still the detective.
Oh yeah, that's still another case, y'all.
Yeah, it's like you just acting normal, and like you
Yeah, that's a DLC case under Dual Destiny, so I guess we'll play that next. But it's like Pumelator said, it happened before the fact. Or was it after the fact?
Yeah, it was Phoenix's first case back as a lawyer.
Okie dokie.
Also, I like the theory. They said the Phantom had all those masks because he was planning to kill all those people if he needed to and take their place.
What you mean?
Like he had the Starbuck mask, he had to kill Starbuck if he needed to. Had the one dude, he had Phoenix.
He had all the people, the characters in this game.
Yup, he could have been anybody, you would never know.
That was a crazy case.
Also, the Fulbright you was talking to throughout this entire game was dead. Look at this broad!
Go ahead and talk to him.
What's good? I'm back. I didn't do nothing, but my band broke up. Okay, I'm going through it right now. My boy's in jail. My brother in jail. Listen. That's him. That was him.
I had a question. I forgot what I was gonna ask.
What
For
you
your
got?
last point.
The Phantom.
I forgot what I was gonna ask y'all.
Taco Pearls, mama. Taco Pearls.
And you think Maya due to come here once her training is over, it simply must be done. What must be done, Pearls?
Her murders. She a criminal.
Her mama's still in the penitentiary, y'all.
Yep. You the Phantom.
But they still have to uncover. They still have to uncover Trucy and Apollo's secret.
Apollo. They siblings and they never told them.
They still haven't covered that yet. So I guess they'll do it in the next game.
I don't think so. I heard some stuff. Like, I got kind of spoiled. I think they touch on it a little.
So they'll never tell them, huh?
They never telling them. I'm finna get a DNA test, Mr. Right. Don't do that.
That is so weird. They got it going on and haven't told them to yet.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. It kind of came out of nowhere, too. But yeah, I say that's my favorite case I had to do Destiny once. Just for the reveal alone, that Fulbright was the Phantom.
They never. Yeah. I remember what I was gonna ask. Was that him in the Tim Matora case and all of those?
Oh no, he was dead before the game even started. He was dead.
So he was already dead.
He was gone. That you never even talked to him.
So this been a fake Fulbright all this time.
All the time.
They never did reveal the person.
Yeah, I actually like that because like he doesn't even know who he is. So why should the audience?
He said he came to the case to defend his sister.
Yeah. I was so like when they said when he took off the mask and said it was Starbuck, I was like, what is this? Because I didn't know they was doing fake outs. I genuinely thought they would say it was Starbuck.
I thought they was trying to say Mr. Means at first. I'm like, how did he get out of jail?
No. Oh yes, boy, I'm gonna beat you up. What you been doing? What you been doing while I wasn't here? Blackwell's acquittal as it would seem that solving the case has given me this cool jacket. Look at it. Look at my bib too. And these glasses. These are Gucci, baby. Let me just
let y'all read it.
This is my Gucci bib.
Y'all be good just reading it because I can't go there fast.
Yeah, it's practically over now.
That's it.
Yep.
Yo, we gotta see the credits. You're cool.
I still hate that touch on Apollo's vest. Why is it black? I know that's how real black vests look, but just give it all red, bro.
It's already 10 o'clock.
Yo.
What's at the end of the credits?
None.
Well,
I don't think you can skip it either, so yeah.
You sure it's nothing at the end?
Nope. Wait, maybe.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, no.
Well, I won't let y'all go until the end of the credit.
I won't let y'all go until the end of the credits. So, he doesn't know.
I forgot.
He doesn't know if anything is at the end.
There was an Apollo Justice with that one image. I don't think so. Air fraud. That's his name.
Could have been Claver.
That would be so. No, it would. That would be so sad. That's crazy. His brother and his bandmate is in jail, and then he rolls up in this game acting like he does not care at all. I don't even think he mentioned Kristoff. Maybe Kristoff probably got executed, to be honest.
Well, since he didn't care about them, he's the Phantom.
Yo, he's the Phantom. No emotions.
No feelings.
None.
I was about to say, I know they ain't got Starbuck after all this, and Phoenix done got him off.
Oh, that would be good. You can't double jeopardy me, boy. Look at his bib. Because I can't wait till his games come out. I'm gonna play him so hard.
When does Edward game come out
I
again?
think like September or something. They cut his face open.
That was Black Quill.
Black Wheel. I like this shot right here with them all point. That's the line I was talking about. They all talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you missed the line.
I messed the line up. I couldn't read tonight for some reason. The end. Oh wait, there is some at the end.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
Don't stop it.
Mr. Starbuck!
You'll be fine. Just believe in yourself.
The moon's closer than you think!
Thanks, guys. I wouldn't have made it back into space if it wasn't for you.
All right.
The end. No, it's not. Through the years, I've seen as much joy as heartache. Honestly, honesty as deceit. Just as Mr. Starbuck was able to escape the harsh pull of his fears and despair, I believe that hope and friendship can lift us all up towards a brighter tomorrow. The end, for real this time. Also, I want to say Mr. Starbuck sounded nothing like I thought he would.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, I enjoyed that. How did y'all like it?
It was cool.
Oops, but all right, so I appreciate you all for watching. I guess I'll let you go. We've been on here for 2 hours and 30 minutes, so yeah. But it was a fun case. I really enjoyed it. All right, so yeah, we had Callipy in the chat, Game Queen 81, Dave was in the chat. Everyone else that's watching, I appreciate you all for watching, and I appreciate the 201 subscribers today, and all the rest of my subscribers, thank you as well. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'd appreciate you go ahead and subscribe. I thought you don't mind hitting the like button for me. I will talk to you all on the next one. You all take care.
Peace.